Hello. 2023 emissions inventory reporting is just around the corner, and this has some implications, especially for those facilities that operate under a permit by rule. My name's Grant Loney, and I'm going to take a few minutes with you to talk about these implications and what you need to do about it for your 2023 emissions inventory submittals. Facilities that operate under a permit by rule are required to submit a complete annual emissions inventory the first year that they are registered under a PBR. After that, they must submit inventories as follows. For those facilities with greater than 5 tons per year of any regulated pollutant, they must submit an annual emissions inventory every triennial year, which is 2020, 2023, 2026, and so on. For PBR facilities with less than 5 tons of each regulated air pollutant, they are required to submit an emissions inventory only every other triennial NEI year, which is to say 2020, 2026, 2032, and so on. We will take a few minutes here to show you what needs to be done for those facilities that are below the 5-ton per year threshold and therefore are eligible to skip 2023 reporting. As you are likely aware, emissions inventories are reported through SLICE, the State and Local Emissions Inventory System. When you first log into SLICE, you'll come to a page that looks just like this, with lots of helpful links right on the front page here. We're not going to be going through any of these today, but they are there for your help. We're going to click on this My Companies button to take us to a list of all the companies that we have access to. And then we're going to click this Open button to open a list of all the facilities that belong to this company. And then today we're going to work in this test generic oil and gas number 3. So I'm going to click this button to open it. And we're going to work in the 2023 report because this is for our 2023 emissions inventory. So we'll click this button to open it. And then on this page, we're going to be updating the facility operating status. So we'll click the facility button. Notice that our status currently is operating. We want to change that to something different by first clicking this edit button. And then you'll notice we have a drop-down list where you can click it and you'll see the list of available statuses. The new one that you'll use if you're a PBR facility that is under that 5-ton threshold is this one, operating but reporting next triennial, indicating that you are a PBR facility below the 5-ton threshold and you're eligible to skip, and you will be reporting your complete emissions inventory in 2026. This status requires a status year. It needs to be 2023, since that is the year that you're eligible to skip, and then save. And that should be that. Let's talk about some of the other statuses that we see here. There's a not yet built status. Use this if your facility has been permitted but has not been built and has not begun operations. The operating status is for facilities that are operating and emitting. The permanently shut down is for facilities that have completely ceased operations, removed equipment, shut in wells, canceled permits, this sort of thing. Temporarily shut down is for a facility that has not operated at all during calendar year 2023 and has produced 0 emissions during that time. Please note that this operating but reporting next triennial should not be used if permanently or temporarily shut down is a more appropriate status. This is truly for facilities that are operating but below that 5-ton threshold. Do note that also usage of the permanently or temporarily shut down as a means of removing a facility from your company's list of facilities is inappropriate. You need to use the DEQ form 100-883 to get facilities transferred to their new and appropriate owners so that they can report the appropriate emissions data to DEQ. To wrap up today, there is a new operating status available for some facilities in reporting year 2023. This status is available to facilities that operate under a permit by rule and have emissions of each regulated air pollutant of less than 5 tons. The status is called operating, but reporting next triennial. When you select the status, no other emissions data will be required on your 2023 report. Again, the status is not available to facilities that operate under a general permit or an individual permit or any other kind of permit. It's only available to facilities that operate under a PBR, have previously submitted their first inventory, and are now under that 5 tons per year threshold. If you have any questions about this or need any other assistance with your 2023 emissions inventory submittal, you can contact us via email at aei@deq.ok.gov or by calling the air quality phone number 405-702-4100. Thank you and have a nice day.